Hey there world, I'm the Courageous Goldfish, and today I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys a little bit about the new news in the figure world, stuff like that that's going on in the community that I just thought I would put my 2 cents in about. We're gonna be talking a little bit about some like drafts that I'm excited about and like some new pre-orders, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully this is something that you guys are interested in, but I'm just gonna be rambling a little bit about figure stuff pretty much. Speaking strictly on brand new pre-orders right now, I am really feeling my Urza brain rot. I have 2 brand new Urza scales pre-ordered, which are quite hefty and expensive, unfortunately. But as you may have seen, bare leg bunny version. And when this first came out, when the pre-orders went up, when we were looking at it for the first time, originally I was like, oh, really? Okay, well, whatever. It's fine, it's okay, it's like, it's not the greatest, I still prefer the stockings, whatever, blah blah. The bare legs have really grown on me. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't know if I'm just psychologically tricking myself because I rather have the stockings, but I can't get them. But I think she looks damn good. Like, I think she looks really good without the stockings. I think she is an effective bare leg bunny. I know I've seen some discourse. Some people like her, some people don't, but I feel like I like her. I think I do. She's coming to me from Amazon Japan, so, you know. Moving on from the bare leg bunny, we also have the 1/6 scale Orca Toys Samurai Light Flame Manjo version. Excuse me? Like, are you kidding? I talked about this figure already on my channel. I talked about the prototype when it was still a draft. It was in my most wished figures video about like 4 months ago, and I was like, please, if anything, like I want this figure. I want it very badly. And I woke up one day and she was just there. She was just fully painted, fully up for pre-order, and I was like, you're joking me. Like, I really never thought. Manifesting. The power is within me, you know? It was that kind of moment where I was like, you're kidding. Like, I was literally prepared to wait like 6-7 years for this maybe, but she's here. I can't even formulate how I think about this figure, honestly. Like, did she turn out amazing? Meh. Like, I think it's really cool. It's a really cool figure and I'm super duper excited to have it, but the face is kind of what throws me off just a little bit about it. I like the very fierce expression. I like that kind of thing in an Urza figure. We all know I hate the sexy ones. I hate them. I hate it. But there's something off about her face, I think, that hopefully will look better in real life. I actually vastly prefer the expression on the other one, which is the variant here, the purple one here. So as you can see, she's got a closed mouth smile. I actually prefer the face on the black one a little bit better than the red one, but of course, you know, I want the red one. I want the classic Urza. And I'm also really not sure why they picked purple and black for the variant. That's a little strange to me. It just looks kind of disjointed where like their bottom half is so dark and their hair is so red. Like, I don't know. No hate to those of you that ordered the black version, but red version is without a doubt superior. I'm so excited about this one. Like, I'm legitimately like, please. And in some of the prototype, oh. Didn't know she was a cast-off. Interesting. Clearly, I guess I just never looked at the rest of these promo pictures. Okay. That's a choice, Orca Toys. That's a choice. I'm trying to get to, yeah, maybe I can censor that, but like, my point in bringing up the promo photos is her back muscles. You guys, are you seeing this? They spent so much time on her back muscles. Like, they should have put that much effort into her face, but they look freaking fantastic. Like, she looks muscular and like she could beat my ass, which is absolutely like, I volunteer, right? So I'm so excited. I think all the rest of these I have probably talked about in my last pre-order video. Oh, actually, maybe not Comey. So I ordered my first Nendroid, which was a very strange experience because generally I'm really not a Nendroid person. Like, I'd rather have like a prize figure or a scale. I'm not really a super huge fan of the whole chibified thing, but I loved Komi-san so much, and this Nendroid is like S tier in my opinion. I think I said in my last video something about like, she has to come with this facial expression or I won't pre-order her. Guess what? She did. She's so cute, and with the cat ears too, and she's just adorable. And the thing that I think makes this Nendroid work is that Comey doesn't speak, right? So her whole entire personality is conveyed to the audience through her facial expressions. And what is the hallmark, trademark part of an Nendroid? The facial expressions. So that's why I think Comey makes such a great Nendroid, is because of the facial expressions. And I'm like super duper excited to get her. She's gonna be my first Nendroid, which will be a little weird. I'm not sure where I'll put her in my collection, but I'm really, really excited. And now I feel like I have to collect more Nendroids. Now that I've like got one, I'm like, but what if she had like friends, you know? So this hobby is ruining me. That's about it for pre-orders though, I think, so we can move into the drafts in my wished category. Most of these are probably the same as what you've seen before in my last video, but I've got a couple of new ones that I'm really excited about, so that's why I wanted to make this video, to talk about them. This one. Okay, all right. This figure is what made me want to make this video, because we've been waiting so long to get news about this Sume Art 1/6 Urza Scarlet Ikigai armor. We didn't even know what armor we were getting for her. We didn't even know nothing about anything. Like, literally, she was just like a no image draft for years even at this point. Honestly, today, literally like 5 hours ago, they updated it. And it's this little teaser right here. Now, if you're not an Urza stan like me, maybe you're looking at this, you're going, what the f is that? Why is this important? Why are you freaking out about this? That, my friends, is the Heaven's Wheel sword. Which means that they're doing a scale of the Heaven's Wheel armor, which blows my friggin' mind. Heaven's Wheel is one of Urza's most impressive armors, and it's just never been made into a figure, which is really unfortunate because it's just beautiful. I said months and months ago in one of my other videos of like figures I wish existed that I wanted a Heaven's Wheel Urza. And I was praying for it. I was like, please, I'm manifesting. I manifested, and now there is a 1/6 scale coming. I'm so excited. If they don't royally mess this up, I will also be pre-ordering this one. You just gotta hope. You just gotta hope it all works out and I won't be disappointed in this, because I'm really excited about it.
Hi, I literally filmed this like a week and a half ago and it's already out of date. We just got this announcement here. And I'm actually kind of happy that I hate it. A, because it was going to be really expensive. Sume Art, like, after shipping and all that, you're looking at least $1,000 USD, so I've heard. I do not like this. There is no universe in this world where I would actually have anything nice to say about this. It is a mass of plastic. I don't think the body sculpt is very nice. Her face is horrendous. Very bad and terrible. One of the main parts of this Heaven Wheels armor is just like a very like floating, ethereal, like, oh, we float above, we're standing upright, we're very, you know. So I was hoping for something more in that direction rather than like her crunched over. So you can't even see the full glory of the outfit and the full glory of how beautiful like her breastplate is. disappointment. But also, I feel like I've dodged a bullet for my wallet, so it's kind of okay.
This guy here, okay, so I'm pretty sure I talked about this in the last video also, but I think the photo has been updated since then. So this is the Boku no Hero Academia Haro Nejire 1/8 Hero Suit version by Belfine. Now, Belfine are the ones that make the My Hero statues with like the words on the base, but I am such a Nejire stan. It's like actually a problem. Nejire is my favorite My Hero character, which is insane because she got like next to 0 for development, but she's still my favorite anyways. Don't ask me why, I can't tell you. But I'm ungodly excited about this because I love the Belfine My Hero characters, and this is just gonna look so good. This is the promo image that we have here. It's got all 3 of the big 3, but I'm really hoping that these are like art of the actual poses that the figures will be in, because she looks so cute with her like, and the freaking, and her hair and the, I'm still so excited about this one. This one's probably one of my most wished, if not the most wished at the moment, so absolutely dying over this. I will be pre-ordering this one when it comes out. Yes, okay, so this, I'm really surprised that this is taking so long, to be honest, but this is the page for the Artifacts J Nanami Kento from Jujutsu Kaisen. I love Nanami and I love Jujutsu Kaisen. I have not ever seen a Jujutsu Kaisen figure that I've needed to have though. And that's the thing, is that I'm trying to stick to buying figures that I really like objectively, instead of just being like, oh, well, I like this series, that means I have to buy a figure from, you know, right? I haven't been impressed with any of the other Jujutsu Kaisen figures. None of them have really spoken to me. I bought my boyfriend the Artifacts J Megami for Christmas because Megami is like his favorite character and Jujutsu Kaisen is his favorite anime of all time, blah, blah, blah. So it made sense for him and he loves it. But it wasn't for me. I haven't seen any that I've really, really loved. But I love, love, love Nanami, and so I am really hoping that Kotobukiya pulls it out of their ass for this one, because if he turns out, again, even halfway decent, I'll be pre-ordering him. And the reason why, I have a couple of Nanamis saved in my drafts, because I want a Nanami scale, and I'm gonna pick whatever one I like the best. But Kotobukiya always nails it on quality. I've never been disappointed with a Kotobukiya figure. No one I know has ever been disappointed with a Kotobukiya figure, and they're not expensive. They're 11,000 to maybe 13,000 yen, affordable, very nice, very good, high quality scale figure. I trust Kotobukiya. So, if I like the scale that they put out for this, I will definitely be going with Kotobukiya, because the other one I have saved is, unfortunately, the Eastream one that was just announced at the last One Hobby. I love this. I love the effect of his sword. I love the tie grab. I love everything about this sculpt is amazing. But I'm super duper nervous when it comes to Eastream or like Shibuya Scramble figures, because I've heard so many horror stories and they're so expensive that it's just like, man, I don't know, like I'm so nervous about it. And I love everything about this, but if Kotobukiya does it better or even like somewhat similarly, I'll be going with that instead. It's just, I can't make myself trust Eastream for that kind of a price, right? And maybe I'll be surprised when he goes up for PO, maybe he'll be cheaper, maybe he'll be like freaking fantastic, I don't know. I don't read the future. I wish I could, but I don't. At the moment though, my current thought is definitely Kotobukiya all the way, 100%. So, I guess we'll see. But I don't know why it's taking them so long to do the second round of Jujutsu Kaisen characters. Like, that's been like up there for a while. Like, they announced that a long, long time ago and they still haven't given us anything. I feel like these are gonna be the ones that just like all of a sudden one day you wake up and they're just like painted and up for pre-order already. Like, just, how do you feel about that? Like, when a figure that you've been watching all of a sudden one day just like shows up painted and up for pre-order, how do you feel? I can see both ways of it. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I had known this was coming. But sometimes it's just nice to have that little bit of surprise and you can be like, oh, that's up now?
Hi, literally 3 days after I filmed this video, this went up for pre-order. I'm disappointed. He is static to me, he's not interesting, and I know that the quality in the paint job looks really nice, but I just cannot get behind this pose, and so I will now wait. I will wait in hope of something better. Overall, just a little bit disappointed. Obviously, if you like him, no shade to you, but he's kind of boring.
Ooh, this guy. I'm not sure if I've ever talked about this one, but it was announced at the last Juan Hobby. This is the Good Smile Racing 1/7 scale private version Racing Miku 2021. This promo image in and of itself is not that interesting to me. It's just kind of like, okay, great, another Miku, you know, whatever. I saw render pictures of this figure on Twitter. I found them, they were just like in the My Figure Collection comments. Look at that and tell me that that is not beautiful. There is something about the simplicity of this outfit and the sculpt of this Miku that I feel like we have not seen in so long. This feels to me like a different Miku figure. Whenever I see like Miku scales go up for pre-order, now I'm just burnt out with it. It's like, oh yeah, another Miku, okay great. Another Miku, okay great. Another Miku, okay great. I've never been that invested or interested in a Miku scale in so long. And there's something about this one that just like scratches all the good parts of my brain, I think, and I love her. So if she goes up for a good price, I'll be buying this one. What I'm really, really hoping for this one is that she goes up for a good price. Because we've been new. Some of the Miku scales have been getting out of hand lately. Like that Digital Stars one for $29,000. Girl, couldn't be me. Even if it was the best Miku in the world, I would still be like, for a 1/7 scale, I'm not paying that much. I'm just not, sorry. Okay, this one, we also have to talk about. I just did a video not that long ago talking about how Good Smile Company is ruining Pop-Up Parade. And since I made that video, it's only gotten worse. We were already talking about the large, extra large thing, and at the time when I made the video a few months ago, I was really excited because I was like, oh, you know, like a big Urza. I really, really love Urza, you know, right? Blah, blah, blah. Now, with all of the nice and new Urza scales, like the news we're getting for those, this one doesn't interest me all that much anymore because we have better options now. I'm really struggling to figure out how I feel about this one, to be honest, because, again, she's an extra large Pop-Up Parade. She's gonna be 23,000 yen, if not more, because Good Smile actually just hiked the price of all Pop-Up Parades. That's a whole nother thing that we need to talk about, that they're really running this into the ground, and I'm like really disappointed in it right now. But with all the new news we've been getting for Urza, with the freeing re-release, with the new Orca toys, with what will eventually be the new Sume one, right? Like, we have so many better and more high quality options for Urza scales right now than this. Right? And that's just the truth. And she's cute. I like her. I don't mind her. I like this sculpt of her armor. She looks really cool. I can't make myself be excited about this. Maybe when she gets painted, or like maybe if they do the smart thing and release this one also in the large version, maybe I would consider it, because I do like this sculpt, but all my excitement about this has just died, really and truly. Like, I had to force myself to be excited about this in the first place, And now with all this new Urza stuff and with all this stuff with Pop-Up Parade, I'm just like, I'm disillusioned, really, from picking this one up. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I'm trying to be honest about how I feel because I don't want to just be like, oh, it's Urza, I'm gonna buy it. It's Urza, I'm gonna buy it. Because, you know, I've been doing that for pretty much since I started collecting, right? So it's just like, man, I'm trying to be honest about how I feel, that I'm really just not excited about this one. I'm just not. I'm sorry. If you are, good for you, but I'm struggling to place how I feel about it. Okay, so this one is the draft page for what will eventually be the Sega prize figure version of Nezuko Onikashinkoji, I think it is. Yeah, that sounds right. Onikashinkoji, which basically is her enlightened demon form, like when she was fighting Daki and like grew that horn on the side of her head. I want to see how it turns out because I would like to have a figure of Nezuko in that form. I really like Nezuko, and the one that I have already is just like her normal version, so I was like, you know, it's okay, it's not really the same. I'm trying to justify it. But at the moment, the one that I'm more excited about is this Ichiban Kuji one, because there's a matching Daki that goes with it, right? And I love buying the Ichiban Kuji Demon Slayer prizes because I have yet to be extremely disappointed. The reason why I love these ones in particular, aside from the fact that they're the Ichiban Kuji ones, is that they look like they'll look really nice next to each other. So I can kind of recreate that battle scene with these two, which is an attractive idea to me. And I really love Daki. I know like a lot of people hated her. I know she was really annoying, but she is that bitch. Like, I love her. So I want to have a nice Daki figure, and I think this one might do it for me. And if I can order the Nezuko to go with her, that'll be doubly as sweet. Ah! Okay. You know how I said that Nejire was my most anticipated draft? I lied. It's this one. And I literally only just found it 5 days ago, so you know. My priorities have been shifted. As we said before, lewd figures, not really my thing. But I saw this source art, and I can't even believe how much I love it. Like, I'm gonna have to censor this, but look. Hello? Excuse me? She's like a wolf girl. Because you can see like her tail is not a cat tail, so she's not a cat girl, she's like a wolf girl. So she's not basic. But she's so freaking cute. There is something about this source art that has just like captured my heart somehow. I don't know what it is about this, but I am so ridiculously in love with it. Like, I love her hair, I love her facial expression. It's very cute facial expression, but she's kind of like looking down at you at the same time, so it's just kind of like, I love lingerie. This is freaking fantastic lingerie. And if the detail's right on this, it's gonna look so nice. And her, like the curve, like, my brain is melting. Like, my brain is literally melting looking at this picture right now. She's so cute. I love her. And if the figure turns out nice and it's not like $50,000, instant. Instant for me. That's how hard and how fast I fell for this figure. And she doesn't even exist yet. Like, it's literally just the source art, and I'm like, no, please. Have all my mortal possessions. This is, in case I didn't say, the original character Pet Girlfriend 1/6. I don't actually own any 1/6, but I think that they'll probably be my favorite scale, just because the 1/7s feel like big, but not big enough, if that makes any sense. So I think 1/6 is that perfect thing in between, like quarter scale too big, 1/7 too small, 1/6 in the middle, perfect. So if this turns out well and it goes up for a reasonable price, I am so there. I love this one so much. I'm sorry for whatever I said about lewd figures in the past, because I get it now. I understand, and I'm sorry. Yeah, this guy we don't really need to talk about. This is the Mega House scale. he's okay, but he's not like my favorite. This is the least strong of my Nanami scale contenders. I'm gonna be honest, I don't love him that much. Like his body, that's kind of okay. Like the body is just fine. It's the facial expression I think that ruins it for me. He's just got this very like artificial like artificial frown. You know what it is? Have you ever seen a kid that like doesn't get their way on something and they're like intentionally like very like you know, because they want you to know that they're mad, right? Like that's just what it feels like to me. He just feels like a spoiled child who just got told he can't have Rice Krispies, right? Like it's not doing it for me. Okay, so this is not a draft. This one is up for pre-order. This is the Cowboy Bebop Spike Spiegel pop-up parade. I love this. I love Spike Spiegel as a character, just in general, and this one turned out so nice. Like, there's something about his facial expression and the way that they did his hair. Like, look at that, come on. Does he not look really freaking awesome? I love it. The only reason that I have not PO'd this yet is because I'm trying to decide how I feel about Phase. Because if I were to get them, I would want to get them as a set, and I really don't know how I feel about Phase yet. I think Spikes is awesome. Spikes is great. I like that one. I have not decided how I feel about Phase yet. I actually specifically also asked for this in my Figures I Wish Existed video, where I was like, you know what would be so cool? Like classic anime in pop-up parade form, like, you know, Cowboy Bebop. I'm pretty sure I said exactly that I wanted a Faye Valentine pop-up parade. So I should be like over the moon right now, basically. But there's something that I don't know. I can't make up my mind about how I feel about her. So I'm gonna wait to see, maybe she'll grow on me, basically. I want to wait to see if she grows on me, because if she does, then I'll pre-order Spike and they can go together. I'm getting to the point in my collection now where it's not like buy just to get like a lot to like start a collection. Now I'm actually starting to like seriously think about like, okay, is this something that we need? Is this something that fits? Is this something that we absolutely love? Like, is this something we need to have, right? So I'm having troubles deciding how I feel about a lot of these new POs that I otherwise would have instantly gone for. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Let me know in the comments down below if you're a Bebop fan. Are you guys excited about these? Because Spike looks great. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know about Faye. I'm not sure how I feel yet. Again, like I said earlier, I pre-ordered an Nendoroid, and so now I'm like, maybe she needs friends. So I have the Katsuki Yuri and Viktor Nikiforov Nendoroids from Yuri on Ice. I love Yuri on Ice. I know the fandom died. I know we're probably never getting season 2. I don't know why. Something happened, but you know, whatever. I would like to have these. I would. If I'm starting to collect Nendoroids, I would like to have these. They're cheap on the aftermarket. They're from a show that I really liked. They're really cute Nendoroids, and so honestly, I just want them. I just want to have them in my fingers, so love that. Also, I've been recently getting a little bit into reading manga, and my friend lent me My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom. Recently I've been reading this series, basically, is all you need to know, and I adore this Nendoroid because, again, like Komi, Katarina is very, like, most of her personality is shown through her, like, very unique facial expressions. So I think that this is a really effective Nendoroid as well. I am really not sure how I feel about this faceplate though. It's kind of just like, but she comes with a lot of accessories, and overall I think she is really cute. So I do want to have a My Next Life representative for my collection, right? And the F-Next one, or no, maybe it's For You that makes that one. There's a scale figure of her coming out sometime, and I really considered pre-ordering that, but she's like 18,000 yen. So I think maybe I'll settle for the Nendoroid and she can sit next to my Komi-san and they can be friends. Again, we keep having these friggin' drafts. I have had these Fruits Basket Nendos in my drafts for what feels like my whole life. Like, it's taken so long to get here. Like we went from no image to announcement to prototype to like no news at all whatsoever. Like I don't know why it's taking them so long to figure these ones out. And again, I've mentioned before in previous videos that I'm like kinda iffy on them because they're made by Toy Tech. And we know Toy Tech Nendoroids, they usually do not turn out well. And so I'm gonna need to see them painted. I'm gonna need to see what kind of faces they come with. Yeah, I mean, it's taken so long that now like it's just kind of like, when will they come? When will I get to make my decision? Oh yeah, as you can see, quadruple taps foot, quintuple taps foot. That's where we're all at, is that we just, you know, like, it's taken so long for Toy Tech to get around to these that it's just kind of like killed any excitement that fans had about it. And we didn't even get Toru. Like, there's no Toru announcement. It's just Yuki and Kyo. And she's like the main character of a very, very, very popular shoujo manga. Excuse me? Like, why? Why has the ball been fumbled so hard for Fruits Basket?
Hi, it happened. So obviously I guess these aren't canceled because we just got these painted prototypes out of the last Swan hobby. I am going to save my judgment for when we get POs for these and we can see what kind of facial expressions and what kind of accessories we get for these. But my current thought is that they look really cheap and I'm scared. Sorry about it.
I also have another draft, another Nendoroid draft, and this one is the Marin Kitagawa from My Dress Up Darling. I am a cosplayer, and so when I heard that there was a cosplay romance anime coming out, I was like, come on, like literally it's me. I'm really excited about this one. I'm not really sure what they're going to be doing with the faceplates and stuff like that, because I'm not really too sure like what kind of facial expressions she's got going on. But I think overall it'll be really cute, and again, because I'm trying to start collecting like some Nendoroids now, I think this will be a good thing for me. I just really wanted to sit down and talk about figures again because I have been so busy with school that I really just haven't even had time to think about it. So I just wanted to have like a little bit of a catch-up sesh here today with you guys. Talk about some figures, ask for your opinions on things. Please do let me know in the comments down below what you're thinking about all of this. Like, I'm really curious, especially about the Cowboy Bebop pop-up parades. I want to know what you guys think about that. In any case, that's all for me today. Thank you very much for watching. No, it's thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. It's been so long since I did my outro that I can't even remember it. Anyways, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the flip side.